Hello, beautiful. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I hope you enjoyed today's video, which is me reading Hoe Tactics by J. L. Lambert. This is going to be a good one, okay? If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. Let's get in. It's really good. I just started reading this. I have not finished the whole book yet, but this is just so incredible that I wanted to share what I have gone over with you guys. Preface. Why can't I find a man with money? The first time I heard that, I was 16 years old, dropping fries in the back of a fast food joint. The 20 something lead cashier was leaning against the counter, cheeks puffed with bitterness moments after her mousy best friend had been chauffeured through our drive through by her Lexus pushing new boyfriend. I look better than her. Y'all tell me I don't look better than her. She peeped through the burger slide, flashing her baby blue eyes, waiting for me and the rest of my teenage burger flipper crew to hop on her clit with a unanimous, "You are prettier." The truth was that she was more physically attractive than her best friend, but having seen both of them in the restaurant hauling around, the difference in personality superiority was obvious. My coworker was what the pre-ratchet world referred to as redneck white trash. She was overly loud and mannish, flirted with everyone, and had a reputation for telling her business and the business of those close to her for the sake of attention. If I had the wisdom back then, I would have chimed in. Sure, you're prettier, but those sets of lips aren't worth the trouble if the other set won't shut the fuck up. Okay. I think that's so funny. Sure, you're prettier, but those set of lips aren't worth the trouble if the other set won't shut the fuck up. It was my first experience with a woman thinking that men are completely driven by looks, and this rule that pretty gets pampered, but it wouldn't be my last. Why can't I find a man with money? The first time I read that was a few weeks after Solving Single came out, and I was doing the first round of advice emails. Solving Single is the author's, I think, other book, first book, I don't know. So this young lady listed several qualities that she possessed that made her better than the rest. She had a master's degree, was in a supervising position at work, no kids, just bought her first new car, and was working on saving money for a home. The first half of her email was an angry response to all the black men that had used her, passed her over, or played games in the 29 years she had been alive. The second half was a tirade on hoes, as she called them. She did everything that men say they want from a wife in the making. She held down home she held them down with home cooked meals, understood when they didn't have money, gave out loans, and sacrificed dates for in-house chilling because that's what her mother did for her dad. What set her off was her cousin's best friend. At first, she assumed that this well styled yet unemployed girl was walking around with fake handbags. When she came through with a new BMW, she assumed this girl was borrowing someone's car. Finally, when she had a New Year's Eve party at a home bigger than the one her parents owned, she realized she wasn't a fraud. This girl was winning with men on a level that she couldn't reach with her degrees, career, and nurturing love. Why can't I find a man with money? Why do I only meet men who need me to sacrifice or be a team player? New Year's Eve party and laid in her cold bed, she realized that playing by the rules of her mother, the rules of society, and the rules of so called good girls had not made her wifey material. It left her as that bitch that doesn't go that okay, let me read this again. She realized that playing by the rules of her mother, the rules of society, and the rules of so called good girls had not made her wifey material. It left her as that bitch that doesn't mind going Dutch. For all of those positives she bragged about, she was nearly 30 and dating on the level of a 19-year-old college student. As I began to think about what I should write back to her, I realized that what I had to say wouldn't be short, and it wouldn't be what she would consider fair. Unlike most men, I can freely admit that I love hoes. I believe a woman that can get a man to pay for her college education is just as smart as the 21-year-old that can go to Wall Street and convince men 3 times his age to line his pockets. I am wholeheartedly a capitalist, and it would be extremely misogynistic for me to not applaud her cousin's friend over her own effort. One attacked life, the other complained. The woman writing me was an educated fool who placed all her faith in outside forces, while the alleged hoe she was slandering manifested her own destiny. As an educated woman, she should be able to as an educated woman, she should be able to win on the highest levels, but knowledge without the courage to apply it is worthless. This emailer and that cashier from years ago represent two schools of thought. The first being the extremely attractive woman who has nothing of substance inside, feeling as if her maximum looks should be enough to get her the okay, oh my goodness, sorry. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry. The first being the extremely attractive woman who has nothing of substance inside, feeling as if her, okay, oh my God, we're gonna do this again. Sorry, y'all. This is how it's going to be. The first being the extremely attractive woman who has nothing of substance inside, feeling as if her maximum looks should be enough to get the highest caliber man. The second being the career woman who feels as if her education, professional ambition, and niceness should be enough to inspire men to wife her. Both women were wrong because neither understood what truly excites men. The purpose of this book is to fully explain what drives males and how to weaponize it to your advantage. When it came time to focus on how to get this message across in regards to the practical use of female power, I choose to break down hoes because they use their power in the simplest and most efficient way. It isn't the lies and deceit that I respect. When it comes to hoes, I respect their uncompromising confidence. For those of you who read Solving Single, you know that I coined a term for those women that have ultimate confidence and aren't held back by what society thinks of them. Spartans. The difference between a Spartan and a hoe is that one is after genuine love, respect, or partnership, while the latter is after money, material goods, or status. That's it. Neither of these women play by the rules nor put other people's needs ahead of their own. The end goal is the only thing that makes one seem positive and the other negative. Spartans are just as ruthless as hoes are, but they are loyal and have a code of honor, which you can read about in Solving Single, where they don't need to lie or manipulate to get things from a man. At first, I was going to do a Spartan tactics book, but I felt that most of the ideas and concepts would seem too abstract, and most women looking for direct examples on how to pull it off would crumble as soon as they were rejected by a man. Reaching Spartanhood is simple yet seems advanced because weak women with zero understanding of power think of it as magic. Typical basicas that have lived in a city or a town their entire lives will complain about men not dating or how they need to move if they ever want to find love. A Spartan woman can be dropped in any city and come away with a date by the end of the week. I've actually seen this happen with different women that I've given advice to who happen to cross over into each other's cities. The Spartan proves the weak woman's theory wrong by winning in her own backyard. The excuse then becomes that the Spartan got lucky. Luck is a myth. And there is no real excuse these basicas can make because all women are created equal. What's the difference between type A and a type B female? Confidence. A confident woman doesn't look for excuses. She doesn't get discouraged by rejection, and she never gets flustered when results aren't instant. A confident woman has faith that she's the best there is and sees every setback as a chance to improve upon her greatness and attract an even better man. That's knowledge I've shared for years. But when a woman with false confidence goes out and tries to live, please stop. Please stop barking. Macho, please stop barking. That's knowledge I've shared for years. But when a woman with false confidence goes out and tries to live the Spartan way, hey, she fails because she doesn't have the stomach for winning. She wants safe, and playing it safe is the DNA of losers. Spartan women are honorable and their intentions are pure. Hoes are opportunists and their intentions are selfish. Both know how to get what they want and both win more than they lose. Neither woman is better than the other because what's right and what's wrong is up to the individual to decide, not you. One of the women interviewed for this book told me that being a hoe is the best path to evolve into Spartanhood. She may be right, but for others, graduating from the naive world of being a sweet doormat into being a Spartan queen may be a smoother transition because they never have to feel guilt or fear karma. Either way, Spartanhood is the ultimate achievement because money is not the end all be all. Love is now and will always be the greatest thing you can attain. One days, one day, hoes will learn that lesson, but for now, they are money-baited instead of motivated. That's cute. Money-baited. And that fire they have for finance or fame, if used correctly, is unstoppable. I use the hoe example for this book over that of the Spartan because it is something any woman can grasp onto and apply in a practical method. Hoes have an advantage over normal women because they aren't confined by honesty or loyalty. Thus, they can stoop to a level that a classy lady would never stoop to. They can say things that a girlfriend would be ashamed to say, and they can do things sexually that a woman that's looking to become a wife won't be comfortable doing until she has a ring. How can you compete with someone that is willing to break the rules? You can't. A man will pick a hoe 9 out of 10 times because men cherish excitement over stability. Look at you sitting there with all of this ego and lists of things you don't do. Look at her sitting there with her hand on his knee, telling him to order more shots because she's ready to be bad. Hoes make a man's choice easy because they aggressively lead him to his most savage urges. The greatest misconception is that a hoe is doing this for the love of penis. Some of these girls are just looking for sex, but the hoes that I know and that I outline in this book are not what I call sluts, fast, or freaks who want dick. They are smart, and smart hoes are flirty, forward, and manipulative for one non sexual reason. Any man with a hard dick is her Aladdin's lamp. This book isn't meant to make women go out and play games with men. It's meant to shed light on the fact that women will always be the most powerful creatures on this earth. The reason hoes be winning has little to do with looks, looseness, or how they perform in the bedroom. Like the Spartans, they may one day transform into hoes understand that pussy power is real. The only thing separating a 29-year-old woman that goes Dutch from a 29-year-old woman that gets her entire lifestyle paid for by a member of the Miami Heat is ruthless aggression. This book will lay out step by step how to get anything you want, but it isn't a magic pill. It does take one conscious bit of effort to make all of this work. Confidence. Confidence is a word that will pop up in every chapter and not by coincidence. No matter if you're reading this to get a little more insight on how to get treated by the man you love, or if you're looking to score a sponsor that can change your fortune, none of this works without you taking control of your own fears and anxiety. What makes this book different from these generic gold digging 101 books is that it isn't about sex. Nor am I telling nor am I talking about finding an old fat bald guy and making him think you like him for a few months to get a handbag or pair of shoes. Any dumb stripper can get that. This is exact science on how to combine womanly charm with verbal aggression in order to win the lottery. Literally. No matter what race you are or what age you are, these tactics prove that tricks, treats, and sponsors come in all shades and sizes. And all you have to do is use your brain to get whatever you want. The economy may be down, but men are still making money. And as long as they're making it, you can be taking it. Right is a direction, not a state of living. So leave all of your judgments at the door and take thorough notes because this book is about to change your entire life. What did I say? What did I say? It's so good. It's so good. I will leave it at that. That is Hoe Tactics Preface. Okay? Let me know your thoughts. Yeah, there we go. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. Ciao. I love you. Have a beautiful day.